You know what? I think it's like an adjustment period, right? Because I feel like because I grew up in an era where it's like an album. It's not like single after single after single. I think I grew up with that mindset that like, I put everything in one project and then after that I don't want to say take a break, but it's kind of like that, taking a break and to make sure that everything that I put out is not because of a deadline, but I'm trying my best to put out more music because the fans have been on me basically talking about like you need to put out your more of your songs, blah blah blah. So that's what I'm trying to do more this year.
Okay, so we're here with the girls. So I'm here with Cosmo and Women's Health, and we're shooting something special for you guys.
I don't look at myself as a celebrity, if that makes sense. I don't look at myself as a public figure. I look at myself as a musician and an artist, right? Like artist. The most important thing is the art. And then for me, it won't be fair for the fans and also for me to just put out music just for the sake of putting it out. Like, what's the fun in that? Unless you really believe in what you're putting out. And even though, there's some hurdles, problems, especially during the pandemic, because I was supposed to put out a lot more music before then. It just happened, right? And some of the sound that I got, like I have, the EP was ready, the album was ready, but then after 2 years, you hear back on the songs and you were like, wait, the sound is outdated. Like I can't put this out, So there's a lot of that process, I guess, that I have to go through. I always try to beat the last song, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. Although there are probably like 2 or 3 songs that still stand out that I feel like, okay, this, it's the test of time, right? But I'm always trying to be current and just again try to beat the last song.
Hey Egg Nation, I just got home from a shoot. But I don't know, I just feel like taking the time to say thank you so much. I am so grateful to have you guys as my fans. Thank you so much for subscribing to the mailing list. Now it's so much easier for me to get in touch with you guys, and if I want to tell you guys something, a surprise, an album, a song, a movie, or whatever it is, I can just...
I'm still adjusting to all that. The fact that you have to be in front of your fans like practically every single day, whereas I'm actually a more private person. That's the reason why I love recording, because it's kind of like my cocoon. I can be real with myself. I can choose who I want to be next to when it comes to the studio. But yeah, I'm adjusting right now. Even though my social media person was like, you gotta be more on your social media. I'm like, oh man, I forgot. I have life to do. Right. When it comes to people, working with people who know what they're doing, I'm usually more like, hey, I'm gonna do my part, you do your part, right? But I know exactly what I want, so if I feel like it's not being delivered, either I'm gonna end up doing it myself or I'm gonna tell it straight to their face, hey, you know what, I'm sorry, I respect you, but I feel like this is not working out because this is not what I've envisioned, I don't know, the song or the art to be.
I thought that I was all you wanted. I thought that you would keep it 100. I thought that I could make you love it. Thought that you would put a ring on it. But I was so dumb, stupid. How could I be so foolish? Now you're about to make me lose it. Yeah. Sunday you love me. Monday you said you'd be there.
I have so many songs, man. I have so many songs that I feel heartbroken right now because I can't put it out just yet because it's not just me, right? Even though I'm an independent artist and I have my own label and everything, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of moving elements, right? So it's not I can just let me just drop it, the next day. There's always this little strategy that we're trying to do, but for sure this year. It needs to be this year for sure, and sooner than later. With my fans, they're really amazing, by the way. They're super on it, you know. When it comes to everything, they're like, they know what I'm doing, they know my friends, they know who I follow on my social media. But sometimes it can be really demanding, right? Like it can be really, you know, because I think it comes out of love, because they want to hear, you know, the next thing, they want to hear the next song, they want to hear my journey. But some can be really like, you gotta give us what we want, right? And I think to balance that out, and that's the reason why I always try to log off my Instagram or my social media, and then I log back in when I want to. Because that kind of pressure, it just makes me feel like I'm not gonna be a real, like, genuine writer anymore in the studio because of this noises, right? But yeah, I think like to balancing it out is definitely the way to go for me, because I've been, you know, in the industry for so long, and I've been big in Southeast Asia for some time, and then coming back here, I mean, so not coming back here, but I mean coming to LA, coming to the United States in general, it's kind of like a start over, right? Like I have to really like start over my career, start over my life, and because that's how I did it, you know, the first time around when I was in Asia. Like I was never like, you know, the winner of so and so competition. Like I really started from the bottom, so I knew that, well, the responsibility is that like you have to start from the bottom again, even though like you're already big in, you know, other parts of the world. But yeah, it's just, I guess, embracing it and feeling like, oh, cool, like you want to talk to me, let's talk, let's have a conversation. So hey, my name is Agnez Mo, and you've just been buzzed.